The 3D's, episode 10. Double digits, boys. Finally.
Woohoo.
10.
Yeah,
About twice as long as I thought this would last.
I know. I wasn't
So
sure we were
she
gonna.
said.
I wasn't sure if we were gonna make it after last week, but here we are. So I guess I'll start out with kind of what the plan is with the having Ray on, and
Controversy.
yeah, with with the controversy, I suppose. So next week we are gonna have Tanner Ludman, I believe is his name. Sorry if I mispronounced that. On, and he's gonna talk about what happened to his car, his personal car in Ray's shop. Because to be honest, I've heard a lot of rumors and you know, stuff that allegedly went on. I've never heard anything from somebody that's actually had their car there, just from, my buddy's car or stuff like that.
My
So,
father-in-law's sister's ex-husband's
yeah,
so-and-so's car.
it's never been quite that far removed, I don't think, but it's
I'm over-exaggerating on that, but yes.
yeah, and there's always three sides to every story, so
That's my line, damn it.
I know. Well, it's 100% true though. There's
Yep.
their side, there's his side, and then there's the truth that's probably somewhere in the
between,
middle,
usually.
leaning towards one side or the other. I don't know. And and then after that, hopefully, I have one of the local drift guys coming on. I've talked to him a little bit on Facebook. Sounds like a pretty cool guy. Get someone in a little bit of a different sport. Yeah, a little bit different sport than the three of us are used to. And then
I
if
try to hook up. I don't try to just spin.
and if Ray wants to come back on and give his side of Justin's or Tanner's story, I'll
Justin's.
let Tanner, the kid that's coming on. Yeah, little slip of the tongue there, but if Ray wants to come on and give his side of the story, I'm gonna allow him that opportunity, and then
We're done.
Yeah, we're squashing this shit. It's I
And then
like I just yeah, it's and then after that I've got a local car blog writer that wants to come on. He does a
Chris Schmidt.
yep.
Smith?
Yeah, he said he would
Chris is
like to
good
come
shit.
on. Yeah. So he does
If you've never gotten a
podcasts.
chance to, if you've never gotten a chance to talk to Chris in person, he is a very knowledgeable guy.
Cool. I'm really excited for him. I've been talking to him today.
He's part of
So-
the Mustang group.
Cool.
well, we won't hold that against him.
Yeah.
I know.
He hasn't killed
He
anybody,
did have a
has
pretty
he?
sweet. He did have a pretty. He did have a pretty sweet Mercury Sable wagon with the Taurus show swap.
Cool.
That was that white one that was in town.
That would be cool.
I never saw that.
He's had
So-
some pretty cool shit.
So yeah, I would like to start getting some people's local or otherwise that want to come on and chit chat with us, because we're going to start running out of stories here after too terrible long, and I'd love to get some different perspectives on different areas of our auto sports world. So, but yeah, so if Ray wants to come on afterwards, I'm going to allow that. And then we're squashing this shit and being done with it. And I guess we can go over that later, but we'll move on from that horse shit into something a little better, I guess. And I understand where these guys are coming from with their feelings towards Ray. I've been, I don't know if I've necessarily been, scammed or taken the way that they feel that they've been taken, but I've lost fucking, parts to, when I was younger to what I thought was a friend. I had really nice. It was like a Clarion single DIN DVD player, nice fold out screen. Right when they first came out, and he was like, "Yo, I'll give you $1,000 for that next week." And I was like, "Yeah, whatever, sounds good." And so pulled it out of my car, helped him install it, and he bounced, left town, and the next day, I was like, I'm not one for drama in my life. I try to remove it, but that kind of shit sucks. But you gotta learn to just fucking deal with it and move on sometimes. It's not worth
Make a decision. If you get burnt, it's on you. You got to hand it into.
There's repercussions you can take, and your first thing is to have proof and figure out if it's worth suing or if it's worth just biting the bullet. And that's no matter what. That's internet. That is fucking in person. And you basically tell yourself, well, I either sue and see if it comes out in my favor, if I bite the bullet and eat the loss and learn from it and don't do it again.
Yeah. And
in that case there for you, Chris, you gave it to him knowingly that there was no money transfer. Yeah. You're half the problem there. Not saying
that was 100%.
It's just too trusting, which that happens too.
And that's more of a fault of mine. I'm extremely trusting to people that I meet, especially I knew him for a year and a half, probably. We were fairly good friends, so I didn't really expect that. If you or Dustin was like, hey, I need, that thing that you got, but I'm not going to have money till next week. I don't fucking care. Take it. But
sorry, I like you guys. Ain't gonna fucking happen.
That's just me. But that's more the way I am. It's like a lot of these guys, I feel bad for them. I really do, because it fucking sucks. But
assuming and not sticking up for anybody, but you have to also. It does suck assuming that everything they're saying is 100% true.
Right. And
I've been in your situation where, I've had shit and I've loaned it out and just not got it back.
Yeah.
Funny, when that thread went down, the one guy that was trying to dog me on there, he actually took a fuse box from me for a Honda and was supposed to pay me. And he never paid me. And that's the guy that was talking shit about me.
Yeah.
So, there's
was that in that wild long fucking I can't believe you guys are letting him weasel back into the car scene post or what?
Yeah.
I stopped reading.
Well,
yeah, it got pretty lengthy there.
I start blocking all the drama and the people that I can't handle anymore because they just hurt my head.
Yeah. It just, I don't. To me, at this stage in my life, I guess it's easier to just be done. And I get that it's hard, especially with this situation, because it does keep getting brought up. Anytime there's a chance to crack a PPT joke, someone's fucking throwing it out. Or, having him on this show.
And I would like to point out, we didn't discuss anything about that shop, whole podcast.
And
it wasn't like he came on and did this whole bit about, the shop.
Yeah, and I tried to keep it that way, just for that fact. I know I've known Ray for a long time. Jesus. Yeah, he does concrete, or I think that's what he does now. I'm not sure. He worked with me for I don't know, 8 months or so. And, he was a decent worker. And then he had major issues with one of the guys that work with us as well, and ended up leaving and going over to Skull, or one of the big companies. But after that was, I see him every once in a while. But
I used to be friends with him. My wife and I both did. Him and his wife and their kids, and it wasn't anything car related, but we just had a falling out, and that's where it was left. And that was before he started the shop or anything.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm in cordial terms. If I have something, I'd sell it to him. If he has something I need, I'd buy it from him. Am I going to go have a beer with him? No, that's not what we are. We're not that type of friend like we used to be.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Yeah, and
but it's everybody always just assumes everything. Well, that's not quite the way life is. It's not cut and dry. Just because he's on a podcast doesn't mean we're all just going out back and having beers all night.
Yeah. So, I
think if it really needs to get down to it, we can go out in somebody's backyard and we can all throw on some fucking boxing gloves if it really needs to get to that.
Go old school with it.
That's the internet.
we can tape
that's
the
internet in a problem, actually, because everybody talks shit on the internet. And everybody,
warriors fucking room to do, and nobody will ever step up and say nothing.
In our day, you talk shit. Well, if you couldn't back up your shit, you're gonna get punched in the fucking face. Plain and simple. And there wasn't 20 cell phones around videoing the whole thing.
Yeah.
You guys probably saw that fight that went down in Sturgis.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I didn't. I heard about it. I didn't watch the video.
Well,
I guess I didn't watch all the videos, but I saw the news.
It was pretty aggressive, but the other details that nobody ever puts out there. But I'm like,
I saw what the mom was saying. I'm like, well, what else is really going on?
Yeah, there is
there is or not. I don't know.
Yeah, no, there was a lot more to it, but
there was something that provoked it, but. She got jumped by like 3 or 4 people as well, which is a little fucked up. So
I think the news article said 20 or something like that. It's like
there was a lot of people there.
Yeah, there was 2 that did the assault, but in the same sense, I'm sorry, I'm teaching my kids that if you get boxed, you lock the doors and call the cops. Pizza's here. You don't just get out of your car or leave your doors unlocked, let somebody pull you out of your car.
Yeah.
You freaking, Rapid, I'm locking my damn doors, especially out by your house.
Listen, I haven't had any issues with anything going missing out at my place, surprisingly.
That's because you have that guard cat that protects you out there.
There's a lot of guard cats out here. But, no, it's...
But, like back in your day, you talk shit. If, you couldn't back it up, somebody's going to punch you in the face.
Yep. Yeah.
And that was the same way with me. I got into fights. And I wasn't the size I am now. I was a scrawny little shithead.
See, that's surprising. I've never been in a fist fight before. Someone's pissed off and I'm pissed off at them and we're going to go box it out. I'm just not that kind of person. I mean, I put on...
See, I've never fought anybody when I was mad. It was on they were mad. And a couple of times, rightfully so. It wasn't like I was innocent. It was appropriate that they were pissed off at me.
Yeah, we've put on gloves and with buddies and boxed before, but I've never been in a bare knuckle fist fight from having people super pissed off at me. What about you, Davis? You're okay. I have been hit though before. So my girlfriend used to live over on the west side of town. Well, we all lived over on the west side of town, but that's besides the point. So I was going down West Boulevard in my Acura Integra at the time, and I was doing like 55, and all of a sudden there's a Toyota Tacoma, or the Tacoma's the small one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. like right on my ass. And I'm like, oh, who the fuck is this? And I turn the corner to go up to my girlfriend's house, and he fucking bumps me. And I'm like, man, who the fuck is this? Like, I thought it was a buddy being a dickhead or something. And I pull into my girlfriend's spot, and this fucking old guy hops out and walks over, grabs me by the throat, and fucking wails on me like 3 times. And goes, if I see you driving like that again, the next time I'm knocking you fucking out. Just screaming at me. Got in his truck and drove away. Yeah.
Wow.
And I was underage at that point, I think. I was maybe 16. And,
wow.
Yeah, and, like, I was so fucking dazed and confused by everything that had happened. I just went, like, fuck, that was weird. You know. But, yeah. So that was, so there must have been something that happened. I don't know if that guy had a kid that got hit over there or what by somebody, by a car. You triggered
it.
Yeah, because I was speeding, yeah, but it wasn't like, doing 75. It's a, split lanes, 2 lanes wide on each side, and it's, 50 is fast through there. Yeah, it was really fast. Was it fast enough to fucking grab somebody and fucking hit him a couple times? Not really. So, but yeah.
See, I've been on the other side of that.
Oh, yeah?
We were heading to the Millstone one night from Whitewood, and there's like 3 or 4 cars, and there's a couple cars dicking around on the interstate, and this little kid cut me off. I mean, it had like 2-3 inches in front of my prelude, just head up his ass, and he pulled into the Millstone too. And I went up to his window and I reamed his ass so hard. I'm pretty sure his girlfriend thought he was going to piss himself. And, I didn't assault him or anything, but I was like, no, dude, you can't fucking do that. You can't cut somebody off on the interstate like that. You realize we're going 80, right? It's not like we're going 10 mile an hour. You did not have room. I'm like, you almost, and that was right when I put my body kit on. I'm like, dude, you about took off my whole fucking bumper.
Yeah.
It would have just been fiberglass everywhere on that car, but.
Yeah, well, a big bug will take off a fiberglass bumper, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, I ain't too far off. But.
What about you, Davis? No. You ever been in a fist fight with some dickhead?
High school about it, and then I grew to learn to walk the fuck away.
Yeah.
Gotten a couple sucker punches and broken noses and still walked away. My problem is I black out and don't remember anything once I get to a certain point, so it doesn't end up very nice for anybody. So,
Jesus Christ,
I've learned it's easier to walk away and just not fucking. Very, very little is there a good enough reason to fucking fight over anymore.
Yeah, it's just not worth it.
After a $6,000 reconstructive surgery on a nose, you're just like, maybe I don't want to be doing this shit.
Wait, that's been fixed?
Yeah.
Still
fucking crooked.
Dude, maybe you should sue. I'm just saying that. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It's way better than it was, so.
We got jumped. Some guy started shit one night at the bar down at the Knuckle. And, they had reason to come up to me. But I'll just say all the restitution had been paid at that point. So they were kind of just blowing smoke. But they came to me at the bar and they were trying to start shit. And I'm like, dude, I paid everything. Everything's cool. I'm like, I'll buy you a beer if you want. Well, they ended up kicking us both out separate doors. And it was me and like 3 other guys with me. And there was, 4 or 5 of them. Well, they tried to jump us. That didn't work out well for them. It was pretty interesting because they all came after us and we knocked their asses down. And then we just kept walking to the truck. Well, we made it about a block. And then they caught up to us again and tried to fight us again. And same thing happened. And it was an interesting night.
Oh, good lord! So you got jumped
But-
twice and won both
By
times.
the same guys. Yeah. The one that was coming after me was the one that was trying to talk shit in the bar. And then I think it was my other two buddies. They had two of them, and the one guy was, I don't know, he was like 6'3" and an ex-Marine. So he wasn't going to put up with any shit
Oh my
because he was a
God.
little off balanced anyway. And then the other guy had been in enough fights in his life where two of them was not a big deal. And I finally, on the second time, I had the other guy in a headlock, and I was just wailing on him until my buddy's like, "Okay, he's good." I'm like, "All right, let's go." But no, life's too short to start the shit. But I ain't gonna back down when somebody starts it with me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll walk away if I can. I'm not a fighter at all.
If you're drunk in a bar, 95% of the time they go away and you just tell them to fuck off.
Yeah, it's
It ain't worth it. You know
when
one of my
somebody's
brothers-
trying to find you.
Yeah. One of my brother's buddies at 16 years old, self-defense, was getting jumped by 4 dudes, pulled the pocket knife out and stabbed him. Where he made the mistake was he lifted up. Well, then it was premeditated and he went to jail for killing the fucking dude.
Jesus.
16 years old, got out at 33. Tell me how fucking
Good.
fair that is.
Good lord. And that dude
Yep.
that dude that I know that killed that kid, God, what was that? That's been like 4 or 5 years ago, I think. I can't remember exactly, but he killed like a 2-year-old kid, and he only got fucking 40 years. Like, fuck, man. Like, can't we do something a little better than that?
Nah.
Eye for an eye.
Yeah. Yeah, just beat the shit out of him and fucking let him choke on his own blood.
We need to bring out, like, public stonings and fucking hangings again.
Yeah. I don't know.
If you're without a doubt guilty, fuck you, hang.
Well, I think Texas has like an express lane law like that. If you kill somebody and there's a certain amount of witnesses, I believe you just go to the front of the line. They like kill your appeals and stuff, and you just get to go first, which is good stuff.
I'm okay with. You're a pedophile, your fucking nuts get cut off.
See, we worked with a guy, I still work with him actually, that he had a great idea for pedophiles. What you do is you chain them up in a house, just cock and balls, nice and tight, and you just give them a knife, and you light the fucking house on fire, give them a choice. They can cut it off or they can fucking burn.
Ouch.
Holy shit. We kind of went down a dark path here.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to suggest we need
back
to
a
get the
little
fuck
bit
off
here.
of this and get into something a little bit lighter.
Oh my god.
Here, this is,
Oh god. What do you
yeah.
find now?
This is off of the Shitty Car Mods. It is, are you ready for this?
I don't think anybody's ready for this.
Fucking
What
boo.
the
I've never
fuck?
seen that.
Is
It's
that?
New York, based on the license plate.
There's an inverter somewhere, I'm guessing, but
It's got fucking chandeliers or something out back, too.
Yeah.
no. Well,
Isn't that the most beautiful thing you've ever seen?
you should
no.
so do that to whatever cam he has to drive.
Oh my god. Look at that,
Just
though.
like one on the roof.
Can we pimp
Like-
the Flex?
No.
He's
Okay.
going to sell the Flex.
Yeah.
Well, I should have sold the Flex. Never mind.
Yeah. Like, look at that.
That's for the
There's,
hail damage repair.
that is.
Oh, you want to go there?
Literal hail damage repair.
Oh.
That's.
Fuck you,
Oh,
husband.
man.
Touche.
For our audio listeners, there are what is that, like a 80s Cadillac or a Lincoln? I don't know exactly.
I have. It's one of those ugly cars I don't ever.
Yeah,
look
it's a,
twice at.
you know, like an 80s.
It's a grandma car.
Yeah, it has 2 extremely large crystal chandeliers bolted
Like
to the
5-bulb?
fenders. And yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it looks like 5, possibly 6 bulb.
Lit up.
They're lit up, and it
Yeah.
is golden and beautiful. It's
On a grayish, primerish
yeah,
car.
yeah, like that silver,
like big
primer
body.
gray.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I'm interested in what's next to it. That almost looks like a Mark 8 Lincoln with some Mustang wheels on it.
yeah, it does. And then the trunk has some like some outdoor lights on it or something that you would like hang in front of on the side
I
of
think
your
I have
door.
one of those in my entryway, actually.
Look at the crystal ball on the dash right below the mirror.
Oh
I
my
like
god!
the chrome window visors are my
The
favorite.
more you look at it, the better it gets. Wow, that is. But
What is that plate?
That's New York.
yeah, that's a New York plate.
That explains it. Yeah.
But yeah, wow.
Dude, do you know how much of a blind spot that is?
Well,
No, because it's got a shit ton of light.
Yeah.
You ain't blind ever.
man,
You can't see past the light.
That's the original blind spot monitoring systems.
just think how many oddball shadows that would cast at night while you're driving. Oh my god.
Fucking
I'd be worried about that thing swaying.
yeah.
yeah. Swinging.
Yeah.
You
That
could at least put some LED light bulbs in it. Just saying.
and yeah. So I need to get unsubscribed off of fucking the Reddit's relationship advice. I don't know what's wrong with our society.
Oh,
but
you're bringing this up again?
fucking wash
I
your
didn't.
dick.
Where was this? Watch your what?
Your dick or your pussy asshole area. Like clean it. Because literally
Like
once a week there is a post. My 30-year-old girlfriend or boyfriend stinks so fucking bad that like if they walk past me I start gagging.
Hey, I've been around you working on the flex when
Listen.
I went, holy shit, Chris, you need to shower, bro.
I do shower. But I shower at night.
Well, it was not night.
No. And I do have extremely bad BO. I'm aware of it. Speaking of that, do you guys ever have to switch deodorants because yours stop working? No?
But in all fairness, my buddy back in the one that went back for his bachelor party, he's had that, and he has to it's every 2-3 months he has to switch.
Yep. I have to
It's
switch
gotta be
brands.
like years in between.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow.
He said the best thing he found actually was women's. They've got different
Like
chemicals or some shit in it that actually he'll get like ingrown hairs and shit in his armpits from the deodorant.
Oh, see, I don't get that.
Like clogged pores and stuff, and then it like the antiperspirant just stops working.
How do you get involved in this conversation with a buddy of yours? Just curious.
I've known this kid
How
since
does
high
that
school.
come up?
This is how
Or
this
you
comes
just like
up.
at his bachelor
used to be
party.
a roommate,
Hey,
dude.
let's take a shot, man. Hey, what deodorant do you use now?
Listen. How did we just end up on this? We were talking about
Yeah, no, you
stinky
did.
dicks, and
You always do it. It's always you.
but no,
Nobody
yeah,
else
like every
We can bounce off that one. So this morning on Faction Talk, they were talking about men's masturbation habits. And one was like, oh, I use tissue. The other one's like, I use my fucking sock. One guy's like, none of you guys use a cup? And I'm like, what? You can hear everybody else like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, well, I used to use Dixie cups and just throw them away. He goes, but that got expensive. So now I use a coffee mug. While I loaded a coffee mug, dump it in the toilet, wash it out, put it back under the sink. And I'm sitting here going, are you fucking kidding me?
that's
What in the hell?
okay. So that's bizarre. But
Every time
That
I
was
think
fucking
I'm weird, I just, yeah.
We know you're weird.
I'm not. Oh, I am weird, but I ain't that fucking.
so
No, like-
no, this isn't even that weird. So I was listening to PKA a while ago, which is a podcast.
You guys ever
Showing
work?
me.
And there's people that like have like a dedicated cum box or a rag or a shirt or a spot on the wall where they just blow their load and they don't do anything about it. And they
That's
like
what these guys are talking about.
they have like a fucking box of like moldy fucking cum. It like
Ew.
oh, like I'm kind of getting a little sick. Just
Wow.
yeah, they were showing pictures. I'm not gonna go down that hole, but it's
No.
Yeah, I'm not Googling that.
no,
I'm good.
don't.
I don't want to see what hole the one dude. Never mind.
No, but there was like stalactites on this dude's bedroom wall where he just like roll over in bed, blast it on the wall, and go to bed. And it was
Ugh.
like you got to cut that sheetrock out and fix that. You can't just
Why would you do that?
Well,
They don't make a primer to go over that.
yeah, you can't kills that off the wall.
It kills mold. It don't kills that.
Yeah, it's just like some of the like hygiene habits of people is so beyond bizarre. It's like, how do you get to that point?
A buddy of mine showed me a picture of he's a installer for one of the satellite companies in town. I'm not gonna say which one, but he went to a job and ended up having to take pictures to send to his boss and said, I declined the job. There was fucking dog shit throughout the entire house. There was like, dude, it was disgusting. Mold everywhere, fucking bird shit.
That's how you end up on
mouse
Judge
shit.
Judy.
Yep.
Dude, it was bad. He's
one-
like, he goes, I try not to puke walking to the front door.
Yeah, one of the guys that I work with had rental houses, and one of their renters had 3 like large dogs, like German Shepherd dogs, in the house, and they just shit and piss in the house for like over a month, and they had never done anything about it. He ended up having to gut the entire house because they couldn't get the smell out.
No.
That's gross.
Yeah, he goes, yeah, that 1 month of him being in there cost me $45,000. Like, you know, what do? You're not getting that money back. I mean, that's just, yeah.
Well, I've bought enough cars that you go, people are disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just food wrappers, pop cans. Sunflower
Banana
seeds are the
peels.
worst. Do people ever like spit the sunflower seeds out the window, or do they just go directly onto the floor?
Banana peel under the back seat
Oh, my
and
God.
had been in there for like easy 6 months.
Hey, okay, so what's the best thing you've ever found in a car that you've purchased? A used car?
$300 cash in the glove box on a $900 car.
I was saying he paid $100 for the car.
Nope, $600 for the car.
That'd be all right. What about you, Davis?
I don't know. I've owned so many fucking cars. I don't know. Well, not compared to fucking Hale, but
If it's
Yeah.
a Honda, there's a pair of vice grips somewhere in that son of a bitch. I swear to God.
Yep.
I guess I did buy a Honda that had 2 vice grips on the window
Sweet.
cranks.
Usually on the window crank and for the hood.
They were Harbor Freight ones. They weren't very good, but
It don't matter. I had like 30 pairs of vice grips there for a while until they started breaking.
Oh my God. I have
was
found
ridiculous.
I found a full box of 20 gauge shells one time. That was pretty good because I got a 20
and I'm even
gauge.
trying to think back on like through the car lot, you know, of
Or-
the place I used to
or-
work, like what I found in those.
Yeah, like what about like because you do a lot of car installs, what do people leave in their cars? Because I know you're a car installer. I know I was pretty big into car audio when I was younger, so I know a lot of the installers in town. Like people like big fucking dildos underneath seats and shit like that, fucking used condoms
No.
in the trunk.
Best one working at Best Buy. There was a younger kid. He was a rodeo kid, but he was a traveling rodeo. I don't know what the hell he was.
God, I was hoping you said clown. Like he was a traveling. I was hoping so much.
So trying to remember if it was Eric Knight or if it was Brad Stiggy that was underneath the fucking dash. Either way, one of them. Oh no, it was Brad. Because I get a message over the fucking headset. Davis, get back to the install bay right now. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So we run back there, open the door, and they're fucking laughing. Underneath the driver's seat, there was this plastic bag, and he was doing a remote starter or something. And he's like, what the fuck do I keep hitting? So he turned around, saw the plastic bag, pulled it out. Was just going to move it out of the way, so he stopped fucking hitting it. It was a silicone lower region of a female.
Nice. Oh, this is where we're starting to censor ourselves?
If fucking one of them puts on a glove and starts poking it. It was this kid's pincushion from when he was on the road.
Well, yeah, I mean, if I would definitely have a fleshlight or something if I was on the road constantly.
Ow! So then we were fucking at Mobile. We were putting in a there was a it was a fucking Pontiac Vibe.
Oh, that's a terrible car. So.
Oh yeah. Well, so one of the installers got in. You know, like a car smells good. You're like, oh, this is a chick's car. You know, he's like, oh, she smells good. Like, kind of getting raunchy. Like, ooh, I want to sniff the seat. Just kind of joking. You know, pulled down. That was not me. Let's just get that straight. He pulls down the knee bolster, and out of the little cubby hole to the left, out falls this, what looked like almost like chapstick. But on the side of it, it said, oh, oh, oh. And on the O, it had water start dripping off. It was a personal little vibrator. He's like, no shit. Is she fucking hot? Well, what he didn't know was I had already seen her, and fuck no, she wasn't hot. I don't know. She was so big that they had to remove the door check for her to get in and out of the car.
Oh.
So the door would open past where it should.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Yeah. I'm big too, so whatever. But yeah. He's like, I'm going to get her number. This girl I can fall in love with. She showed up, and he's like, oh, nope, never mind.
Oh, man.
That one, ironically enough, it came from Box Elder, but that 280ZX Turbo I had, we bought that and get a message the same night. The guy's like, I think I left my bag in there. What? He's like, could you bring that back to me?
Oh, no.
Yeah, he left his bag of weed in there.
Nice. And actually, when we
returned it, but
when we bought our Suburban, there was a fucking pill bottle that had a nice bud in it, and so the dude was coming back out to get us title and stuff, and I'm like, hey, I found a little pill bottle that had some weed in it. Do you want it? And he's like, well, I mean, I haven't seen that before, but I mean, you don't smoke, and I'm like, no, no, it's just not worth it to me. And he goes, well, I mean, it's a shame to let it go to waste. So, so
that was the moral dilemma that we had at Best Buy. If you found weed in a car, company policy was that you called the cops.
Oh, that's a dick move.
Oh,
I was like, we didn't. But I felt real bad. The one guy, our fucking dickhead manager, walked back, and we're all like, damn, look at that trunk. Fucking manager called the cops. I think he got deep shit. It was not a little bit of weed.
Oh.
I'm like, what do you do? Why are you bringing your car in for install?
Yeah, with
and
that.
Leaving a fucking, leaving a backpack with probably 2 pounds in it.
Oh. Jesus. Like, I don't have any problem with people smoking weed. Like, do what you want. I don't fucking care. It's
don't put it, and they made you remove firearms and stuff back then too. I'm like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Well, that's because they have a bunch of, that's liability for all the morons working there that are going to shoot themselves.
Yeah.
Touche.
If you're leaving a firearm in your car while you're
this moron still has pencil lead in his fucking hand.
See, he can't even run a pencil.
Yeah.
No. If you're dumb enough to leave a gun in your car while you've got other people in there fucking rummaging around and shit. It's not, you're not being overly responsible. That's not something you should do, in my opinion. Fucking take it out, take it with you.
If you're waiting in the store for the install and you got a fucking rifle or shotgun in the back, you're not going to take that into the store with you.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking
I want
more
to be there if that
someone
happens,
having a handgun in the glove box or in the center console, I guess. But
yeah, put it somewhere and lock it up. But
and around here, yeah, rifles and shotguns are going to be semi-commonplace in a trunk or whatever. Someone, going out shooting or coming back from hunting or whatever the case.
Gun rack on the back window, yo.
Jump in the car jump in a car to do a remote starter, and as you go to pull it in, you get 2 fucking pit bulls in your face. Like, what the fuck are you doing to my car?
Oh,
I was
my
like,
God.
lady, you could have told me there was dogs in here.
No shit.
Oh, I didn't think they'd be in your way. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do a remote starter with your dog fucking licking the back of my head.
Yeah, sniffing your crotch while you're upside down underneath the dash.
Oh, good time.
I just got that visual in my head of Justin going like, "Fucking get out of here!" Oh, because you're never in a good position when you're putting in a remote start for the most part.
They're pretty easy nowadays.
Yeah, I guess I've never.
There's still some that fucking suck, like Nissan, like Armadas. Fuck you, hell! I'm not doing your Armada.
Sky will do it.
Ouch.
Oh. I could have went with Sound Pro, I guess. I don't. Do they even do remote starts anymore? All I hear is what's his face?
After seeing the amp and sub install today that they did in the fucking car, I did remote starter in.
Not real great, huh?
Hmm.
It happens.
Yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
Oh well. Oh man.
There's just no excuse for some of the shit you see.
Yeah, that it looks like somebody that did it themselves poorly, but it came out of a shop type of deal with car installs, I would assume.
Mm-hmm. Take a little bit of fucking pride in your work.
Yeah, I hear that. That's why I don't do work for
if
anybody.
somebody's not gonna see it, still take some pride because somebody may fucking see it.
Yeah. That's primarily the reason why I don't do, I know how to do things, like mechanically. I can fix stuff on cars fairly well, but I don't do that shit for other people because it's not my thing. I don't do it all the time. It doesn't look great. I do concrete. I make fucking awesome looking concrete. Stick to what you're good at, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Did we lose Dustin?
Oh, yeah.
Shit. I better look in Discord and see what's going on.
Where you at, Al?
I'm showing he's connected. He's just not fucking talking to us. Peckerhead. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. But yeah. Fuck, what was I just talking about? Good lord. We need to do this shit earlier in the fucking day.
Shit we found. Dustin says he's here. Like he can hear us. We can say anything we want to about him and he can't respond.
Yeah. Take that, Hale. Ha 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 ha! Fucker. Yeah, I don't know. We can't hear you though, buddy. You disappeared from us. So, yeah. Yeah, there's been some bizarre shit that I've found. Uh-oh. Now he's fucking gone.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Now he's back.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Hello? Yeah, I don't see him. Or I see him, I just don't hear him. I don't know what the deal is. But anyway. Oh, I
What
wonder
time is it?
if
I guess it's fucking almost 10 as it is.
yeah, a couple minutes. I wonder if people can hear him leaving and why leaving here. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. I get a bloop bloop.
Yeah, I got it too.
I'm sure that they can hear that through the podcast as well. So sorry about that, fellas. But oh yeah.
Hey, it's better than some
Okay,
asshole
can you
eating
hear me
gummy
now?
bears.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
you
we
can.
we can hear you now.
My mic died.
Oh, it died?
It literally died. I had to switch to this other mic.
Oh, you still sound
Huh.
okay. You're even more quiet now than you were, but
Yeah, I was listening to you guys, and then the mic just died. I don't know what happened.
huh.
Wherever you're at right now, stay there.
All right.
Yeah.
It
I-
doesn't
didn't
sound
mute
like you're
my
trying to
shit,
swallow
Dick.
the mic, so.
no, all night he sounded really good.
Yeah, he did. He did.
So-
He sounded very washed out in the last one, though.
Oh, so
Or maybe that was 2 ago.
I know Dustin's into the Marvel verse a little bit. We watched the new Spider-Man Far From Home. That is
Yep.
really fucking good. Like that dude that plays Spider-Man, fucking killer actor. And like within
Why'd
the
you just watch that? That was
yeah, it's older.
well, I guess.
It's
Yeah.
not. It
I
just
guess that
came.
was after Endgame, so yeah.
Yeah, it just. Well, I mean, it didn't just come out, but it's recently came out. But like literally within, I don't know, 2 minutes of the fucking movie starting, that his aunt comes in and says something about his Peter tingle, and it's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah,
What?
yeah. We've seen
Because the Spidey
instead of his
sense,
Spidey sense, he calls it.
she calls it his Peter tingle. And so, me and Cammy both laughed at that and thought it was funny. So
Oh, your kids had
the
no idea, did they?
kids have no idea what the fuck they're saying, but they're all Peter tingle this and Peter tingle that. And so yeah, that's been fun for the last 2 days now. I've had Peter tingle all up in my house.
That's creepy.
Very.
But yeah, really good movie if you're into that. I need to do a little bit of research, and because there's like there's 2 different storylines with Spider-Man, right, Dustin?
Yeah, there's the one with. Well, they covered it through all their movies twice.
Okay,
Because there's the one with Mary Jane as the, lead female,
right.
and then the one with now I can't remember her name, but the other one as the lead female.
Okay, and that's the one that Venom's in, correct? Is the other one?
I'm not as versed as I should be. I can't remember.
Okay. Well, I was just yeah.
Yeah, I kind of all just merged together after a while.
Yeah.
But because Venom and Venom's. Did you see Venom?
Yeah, I did.
Because the second one of those is coming out and looks pretty good too.
Is it? Yeah, the first one was
can't
good.
remember
It wasn't.
that one.
Oh, it wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be from the, like the previews and stuff that I saw. But it was worth the watch for sure. But yeah, no, Cammy's
they
been
could,
wanting. Cammy wanted to rent that for a while, so I swung by Redbox, and it was like you could rent it for 2 days for $3, or you could just have it for $3.99. So I just bought it for $3 or $4.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so that worked out pretty good. I'm like, because that's typically we buy stuff on Vudu for movie wise. We just buy it on Vudu and then we have it because between the kids and the dogs, DVDs don't last very long in the house.
We started doing a movie night every Monday. That's movies that we think the kids should watch. So they all watched Gone in 60 Seconds the other night.
Ooh, God, that's a good movie. The original or the remake?
Well, the 2000, so
Okay.
it's like 20 at this point, but
Right. Yeah, with Nick
Fucking
Cage.
20 years old.
yeah,
Jesus.
I know, that's so sad, isn't it?
it is. I was like, holy shit, this was 2000,
I
guys.
know.
And the kids were like, yeah, that's old. And we're like, uh-huh.
Yeah. I can see, and in my head, like a 2000s car. Fuck, that's new. Because that's when I started
If
driving.
not, so.
I'm going,
Fucking
yeah,
old bastard.
fuck. My '03 Power Stroke's not that fucking old. Yeah, it is.
Well,
I was looking today and I'm like, fuck, my Yukon's 10 years old. My
Yeah.
Mustang's 14 years old.
Yeah.
I was sanding the truck and I go, oh, this paint's 15 old on this time.
Fucking
Yeah.
Hale goes up to his Integra and fucking starts sanding. It's got 30 fucking coats of paint. 1 year is as 1 year
It's
for
not
every year
a
it's been.
tree.
Yeah.
That ain't too far off.
No,
on
but
that
it's
car,
probably probably got that many fucking coats of paint.
Yeah.
It has a lot of mills on it. It does. That's very accurate for that car. There's a lot of mills.
Yeah, I mean,
You ever seen like
technically-
when they tear down a wall or tear down a floor or clean out a paint booth at the manufacturers?
Yeah.
And they got fucking like 5 inches thick of fucking just different color coded.
Yeah,
It's
I
dope.
want a big chunk of that. That stuff is so fucking expensive. They call it Detroit agate or
Yep.
yeah, but it's very
It's cool as
expensive.
shit.
They do a lot
You just
of.
want to turn a bowl into it, don't you?
No, I want to do some pens and stuff.
That'd be cool.
The couple pens that I've seen the guys turning, they don't even use tooling for it. They use sandpaper because it's so brittle.
Well, it's fucking
It's
real
paint.
thick paint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so but oh my god, they make some gorgeous looking stuff out of it. I mean, it's just
I'm trying to remember
beautiful.
what I saw something made. I don't remember if it was like a tabletop or something like that. I mean, it was dope.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's what it looks like. It looks like an agate, but with way, more brilliant color depending on where the paint came from. So
Well,
Hell, you got that fucking Titan done yet?
Dude, I
Almost.
just started sanding today.
Well, what the fuck you waiting for?
It's ready for the Raptor liner tomorrow.
oh yeah,
Are
let's
you
hear
really spraying that in that color?
Yeah, that yellow.
Oh my god!
Hell
I,
yeah.
I like yellow
So
cars.
I've seen like three different pictures of that color though, and one was like obnoxious, fucking like melt your eyes, and the next two were like, eh.
It's
Yeah, I saw the picture you posted.
It looks green or yellow depending on the light.
It almost looks like highlighter color.
It's freaking bright. Well, it's called shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
How's the
Yeah,
S10
you need to
coming?
use this mic. You are perfect.
it's S10. Well, I got the tranny. I went and paid for the tranny today. Picked it up. It costs a little more, so it's time to budget a little bit now for a while.
Did you? Are you gonna paint? I thought you were gonna paint that thing the same color, or are you not gonna now?
No, I think it's going to go. I found this. Well, it's a pearl. It's called Zombie Purple. So I'm going to go purple with it. Zombie.
So like
Really?
a rotten purple, but pearly.
It's
a pearly rotten purple. That's
a
what
lot
you're
of
telling
peas.
me.
I ain't doing that.
Then
That's
you
a
could
lot
be
of peas.
you could be the 3Ps.
Nope. Instead of the 3Ds.
Yeah.
Okay, the name of this stuff is Candy Zombie Midnight Death Pearl.
Oh my god, that's way too much.
Zombie
a link of
Midnight
it.
Death.
Um,
Yeah,
Ooh, we need to do the House of Color blurple candy.
I ain't doing no blurple. And I ain't doing a candy. Fuck that. That's
Pussy.
too much work.
yeah.
You sending us a link?
Well,
Alright.
yeah, just the podcast because I can't do it on the computer or
Wow.
everything will freeze.
Is that a dip or what is that?
It's a pearl, and that's just sprayed over black.
Is it a singles? What the fuck am I looking at?
You take black, you lay your
Ooh.
black base, and you mix that in the clear for your first clear.
Interesting.
So it's an intermediate clear, basically. You could use like
Yeah.
BBC 500 or whatever.
Yeah,
But
That's
that's without a clear coat on it. So
that's what I was gonna say. There's no clear on that at all.
no,
That's
that-
interesting.
It's a really
They just
cool
spray it.
color.
So
Well, I'm
Nope.
I'm almost done working on my Duramax. It's almost back together.
don't
Completely.
lie to us.
No, it
We'll
is.
see when it actually drives out of the shop.
Yeah, we'll see if it's
Hey,
a
I got
start.
that 442 done.
Did you?
What's that?
Yeah, I got the 442 done.
Good.
So
No, we
Yep.
I need I need to go get a T55 socket because mine disappeared on me to do the. I've got to bolt the coolant drain onto the turbo, and then I have 2 hose clamps that broke in the process of putting the charge piping on. Other than that, it's put the belt on and fill it up with coolant, see if it'll start. So I'm fucking pumped. It's finally almost done. After,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, 8 months of it sitting in here.
Then you'll have room.
Yeah. Yeah, then I'll have room for something again. But
No, I got the that tranny ended up that night. I told you guys I blew through the converter
Yeah.
Yeah.
where I ran it once on spray, and then I'm like, I blew through that converter, so I bought a new converter.
When you were supposed to take me for a fucking ride, yeah,
Yeah, I should have probably pulled the pan after that because it was full of metal.
Oh, fuck.
But that's okay. It has all new clutches and bushings and everything else in it now, so she's
Oh,
good
good.
to go.
This S10 going to be ready for May or no?
There'll be an S10 here Sunday that'll be ready if mine isn't.
What?
Is there going to be a vehicle of yours that is ready to race?
Probably. We'll see.
What's your dad
Who's
buying?
that? Your dad buying S10 now?
He traded his that fiberglass Camaro for one.
Really?
No shit?
Yep.
Huh.
Send pictures of that. Did you see the S10 in Deadwood for sale?
Uh-uh.
03 step side with an LS for $2,500.
You guys
What?
go get on it.
Yeah, well, engine's not in, but he's got
he just has
the
it.
original engine plus the S10. Yeah, it's pretty dope S10. It's a ZQ8, so it's got the split 5-spoke or the 5-spoke stars.
Yep.
Pretty nice fucking looking rig, and it's a step side.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always liked step side
The
pickups.
step
They
sides
just-
look good. I couldn't
Yeah.
find one reasonable price.
If I wasn't doing the Suburban right now, I'd be buying one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I parked by one of those 4-door S10s the other day, and I looked at the box and went, I should have used that box.
The small one?
They're
Yeah.
small.
It's like 2 foot shorter than mine. I'm like, that
Yeah.
would have looked
Yeah, they're like a
cool.
4.5, aren't they?
They're small. I don't.
Yeah.
Before the fender or the wheel well, there's like maybe like 2 inches.
Yeah, they're super small.
But I probably need the wheelbase that I got.
Yeah. Try and keep the front end down.
Yeah. But no, my 4-link bars and everything are here. So as soon as I get the Titan done, and then I gotta do some other crap, and then I can go back to working on it for a while.
Nice.
Yeah. What in the world? That's
Oh,
the
his
short
brain's
bed
moving.
is 6 foot. The long bed is 7.5. There's no way.
Yep. No, that's
There's
No,
also
you
a
gotta
short
look at
bed,
like an 03
but
and
it
newer
doesn't
crew
know
kit.
the. Okay.
because I've seen a regular cab long box S10, and that bed is 8 foot. They're right at. It's freaking. It looks ridiculous.
Yeah, they're 7.5 feet on the long bed for the
Yeah.
S10s. That's enormous.
For an S10. But yeah, that was probably, I don't know, 02-ish, 03-ish, that crew cab one.
Yeah. Yeah, my old neighbor has one sitting in his backyard and needs a clutch. But yeah,
Go bid it.
no. I got enough crap going on. My dad ended up buying 2 trucks down in Texas that they're driving back right now. So I'm going to have plenty of shit to do here for a while.
The crew cab box is 4.6 foot.
Oh my God, 4.5 feet. 4'7". Jesus. That is tiny.
Yeah.
That's worthless for the I mean,
Garbage.
what
So,
are you,
yeah, that's pretty-
yeah. What are you putting in there? So a couple groceries, maybe?
That means if you went and got a sheet of plywood, half of your plywood's hanging out the back.
Yeah, 4 feet. Well, technically, you'd be legal. You could do that because it's 4 feet and you just have to flag it. But Yeah, you'd be under 4 feet hanging out, so you'd be all right. That's work truck material.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so get this. My dad went down to a Ritchie Brothers auction in Houston. Ended up picking up two 2013 F-250s. One of them for $8,000 and the other one for 85, with the 6.7 in them.
He needed that many more trucks.
Yeah.
Are you starting a fleet? Are you gonna
we have a fleet.
wrap them all the same?
They're all white. We don't need to wrap them. We don't advertise at all.
You should wrap them and put numbers on the doors of each of them. It'd be cool.
No.
And then you can tell Owen that those are all your his grandpa's race trucks.
Yeah. No. No, we need some new trucks. All ours are getting, like, mine's probably the best one in the fleet, and it's a 2010 Silverado with 220,000 miles on it right now. And then we've got two F-250s with the 5.4 in them that are on their last leg, and our 6.4 diesel is blown up. So yeah, we need some stuff that'll pull and haul. So
yeah,
and so I think after everything was all said and done with auction fees and tax and stuff, it was like $19,000 for 2 trucks, but you can't even buy one up here for that. So it worked out really well. So yeah, them 6.7s bring a fucking premium. And
a week before race wars.
Yeah. Is fucking Davis gone?
I think so. I couldn't hear him now. Yeah, I can't hear him now.
What the hell?
Look at how confused he is.
Yeah, you're not there anymore either, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. Fucking... All right. Well, we'll go. 3D's episode 10. Yeah, you're gone. I'm sorry, bud.